welcome to Natural Sciences Unit 3, Animals.
So cute.
First thing we have to talk about, living things and non-living things. It's pretty easy to understand what this means. Living things, for example, I'm a living thing, you're a living thing, a cat is a living thing. So what are the characteristics of living things? You have to know, living things are born like babies. They grow, so their bodies change as they grow up. They reproduce and they die. So living things are born, they grow, they reproduce, and they die. Non-living things, none of that. Example, is a cat a living thing or a non-living thing? Living thing. Good job. Is a carrot a living thing or a non-living thing? Living thing. Is coffee a living thing or a non-living thing? Non-living thing. Is a human living thing or non-living thing? Living thing. Is a flower a living thing or a non-living thing? This one's tough. Flowers are living things. Even though a flower doesn't have eyes or a nose or a mouth, it's a living thing. Animals and plants are living things. Living things can be classified, organized. You have an animal kingdom for the animals, and you have a plant kingdom for the plants. Remember, living things are born, they grow, they reproduce, and they die. Plants do all of those things as well. Let's talk about the animal kingdom. What are vertebrates? Vertebrates are animals that have a backbone in their backs. There are 5 groups of vertebrate animals. We have mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish. These 5 groups are vertebrates because they have a backbone in their back. So, what are invertebrates, do you think? Invertebrates are animals that don't have a backbone. Vertebrates have 5 groups of animals. Invertebrates have 3 groups of animals. They are mollusks. I need to see how to pronounce this.
Mollusks.
Mollusks. Okay. Mollusks, arthropods, and worms. This will be the most difficult to remember because the words are very strange. Mollusks, arthropods, worms. These groups do not have a backbone in their body. Let's look at the arthropods. Are you serious? I messed up. Arthropods are insects. There are 3 main body parts you need to know about arthropods. You have the head, then below the head you have the thorax. Say it, thorax. And then you have the abdomen. Head, thorax, abdomen. Some arthropods, like this one, have a 4th part, wings. But some arthropods don't have wings. This arthropod, an ant, doesn't have wings. But you can see the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. Every arthropod has the head, thorax, and abdomen. Remember that vertebrates have a backbone and vertebrates do not have a backbone. So let's practice. Is an octopus a vertebrate or an invertebrate? Invertebrate. Octopuses.
Octopi.
An octopus does not have a backbone. Is a dog a vertebrate or an invertebrate? Vertebrate. A dog is a mammal. A mammal has a backbone. Duck, vertebrate or invertebrate? Vertebrate. A duck is a bird. Birds are vertebrates. What about the butterfly? Vertebrate or invertebrate? Invertebrate. A butterfly is a type of insect. Insects are not vertebrates. Snail, vertebrate or invertebrate? Invertebrate. What about a snake? Vertebrate or invertebrate? A lot of you probably think it's an invertebrate, but it's actually a vertebrate. Why? Remember, there are 5 groups of vertebrates: mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish. Snakes are reptiles, so snakes are vertebrates. Let's classify animals now based on what they eat. There are 3 types of eaters. You have the herbivores. What do you think herbivores eat? What do herbivores eat? They eat plants. For example, the giraffe is an herbivore because it eats plants. Carnivores. What do you think a carnivore eats? It eats meat. They eat other animals. For example, the lion eats other animals. It eats meat. So, what about omnivores? What does an omnivore eat? Both. They eat plants and animals. They eat plants and meat. Humans are omnivores. We can eat plants and we can eat animals. That was your review for the day. Good luck. I will see you next time.